Hello everyone, Perscuda here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man X. I've kind of goofed and I accidentally ended the video recording. Whoops. But I'm here in Armored Armadillo stage right now, as you can see by this. And we're here to take on the most armored of creatures, as well as fill up our sub-tanks. Now actually you may have noticed that back there. I'm going to go back actually to show this off. There is a little throwback to the original Mega Man games back here, right here. That bat is basically one of the original Mega Man NES bats. You guys probably remember them. Basically you can kill that bat over and over again, and he will always give you a 1-up. Always. Every time. All times, every single time. Now, a thing you're going to notice with this stage is the constant amount of bats. I think I capped out my sub-tank. Let me see. Yeah, or I almost did. We'll find out here shortly if I did. Now, another reason I got the flame wave here is for these guys. Actually, this one doesn't do it. It's the second one of this stage. Oh, gotta love that Super Nintendo slow on. Come on up. You know what? I'll take the damage. I'm out. And if I had a helmet upgrade, I could get up here, but I don't, so keep running. And wow, it is instant death. Okay, I was not aware. Even the spikes on him are instant death. For those of you that aren't aware, Mega Man spikes of any kind, except for a few extra detailed ones, or a few that are like actually pointed out, are instant death spikes. No ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. So be careful, I guess. What was... Oh, that's a completed sub-tank. Okay. That's what the sound is of a completed sub-tank. Come out. Best idea, just to skip everything, I guess. Just keep going. Ignore everything. Until you get past that set of spikes there. Because even the enemies can instantly die to spikes. And I like how that kind of overloaded the Super Nintendo chip and the Super Nintendo emulation on the Wii a bit. Anyway. Hoopa. Dang tires. Me tool, me tool, me tool. Bad. Everybody leave me alone. Now this one... Enjoy the minecart ride for a bit. That's basically all you gotta do here. Enjoy the minecart ride. Minecart. Just make a jump at the end here. Now this part. Get your flame wave cannon ready. And head to the left. And basically annihilate this guy. As fast as possible. Because he would destroy the tunnel ahead of you that would basically make it impossible for you to get this health up. And I think that health up is the only item that we can get for now. So the other item that's here, well, I'll be covering it, but we won't see it for a long time. Anyway, fire your lemons, or X-Buster shots, whatever you prefer to call them. Just rapidly here while you're going across, because you have to make one death-defying leap of not death. And we'll be back to the stage much later. Let's see, now... Armored Armadillo's weakness is the electric spark. But even with the electric spark, he is still a very, very dangerous foe. Boop! Oh, can't hit him yet. Now I can hit him. Basically with... Ah, dang it. With his... Oh, come on. Oh, jeez, yeah. Even with his armor gone and everything, he's still extremely dangerous. I am not good at fighting him, and I might even get a game over here, because this is my last life right here. So there's a good chance of game over here. Shows you how good I am at the game. Really, you only have to take off his armor, his initial armor, if you really want to abuse him. Okay, he's going to roll. Now, I can't hit him yet. I can hit him now. There we go. Don't get too cocky when fighting him. Just do enough damage to get your point across that you mean business. Hold on. Oh no! Okay, well, this is going to be an interesting walk back, I guess. Well, I guess while I'm here I can explain this pretty much. If ever you die or beat a stage or leave a stage with a different power-up, you'll be given this password system. The 16-digit password system each number goes from 1 to 9 that you can basically use to enter in a code to return back to where you were. This is mainly used back in the old days where excuse me. This is mainly used back in the old days when Super Nintendo games didn't really have a save function implemented into them. This was the only way to have a save function. So if you guys want to play along at home with me a little bit, you can always copy down these codes and pick up where I am. If you can ever write them down fast enough, which I would suggest pausing if you're going to write them down to try and keep up with me. Anyway, I'll be back with you in a moment once I have returned back to the room right before Armored Armadillo. Alright, so I did a little bit of a detour just to show you something. Remember this spot up here for later, because this is where something's going to be later, and those of you who know the game know what I'm talking about, but just remember this spot for later on in the game. And it is right above the boss door, so really you basically have to dash jump off the cart in order to reach that spot. Anyway, Electric Spark with full health. Let's try this again with a few more lives and maybe a little more brain power. Catch. Gotta be careful how you handle him. I am not being careful how I handle him. I could have used my sub-tank last time, actually. Wow. The greatest planned shots of all time. Not that one, at least. Done. Why didn't I just do it like that last time? Worked out so much better because I basically predicted my shots. The wonders of my brain. They are complex, yet simple. But that is Spark... It's not Spark Mantle. Our Armored Armadillo. Who has a kind of useless weapon. The Rolling Shield. It's a little useless, but it works. Next up on our list. Now the Rolling Shield, I don't know who... I think this is how it was determined. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure Octopus Man here is weak to this shield. And this is Launch Octopus. He basically has the homing shot of the game. They always have one that's kind of homes in on enemies. Or at least is super easy to control and hit stuff. Now Launch Octopus's stage itself kind of introduces you to the water physics of a Mega Man game. So you can kind of play around with that. Easy way to... Oh. Oh, you're going to do this now. Easy way to get rid of those turtles is actually with the flame wave. But anyway. Water physics. Much like with the real world, you are actually a lot lighter in water. Meaning, you can jump much, much higher. Oh, dang it. Don't kill me. Seahorses. I'm just going to jump to the mid-boss. Well, one of two mid-bosses. See, look at the path of the snakes. Ah, dang it. I can never fight this guy quite right. Now, let's see. There are a couple... Hoopa! Power-ups you can get here that... Well... Yeah, let me go! Stupid sucking, blowing fish. Always cramping my style. These guys... You gotta be careful because they'll pull you into the instant death spikes of doom and destruction and sadness, and I'm not happy anymore. Where do you drop me off, game? Well, you dropped me off in the water. Okay, you dropped me off right before this guy. So apparently I found the midpoint of the stage. Again, I am not... Wow. This guy may actually take away all my lives. Fighting Launch Octopus isn't really that difficult, but I feel that... Oh, hey, I'll stay back here. I actually should stand back there, because it actually is a lot easier to fight him back here. Or I can just die in the spikes. Oh, I have one more life. I thought that was game over right there. I should just come over here, trigger him, and then stand back here. Are you about done? Nope. Can I just defeat you already? Can you just be done? Maybe I can be done, apparently. Ah, jeez. Yep, and that's game over. Alright, I'll meet you back at that boss. Fun times with cutting, starring me. Well, I'm still dying to it, but I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm just going to rolling shield him, because that seemed to work well in the first one of these I fought, actually. Maybe it won't work so well. I would love to use the flame cannon down underwater here, but it does not do enough damage in order... it does not reach far enough. Because it's fire and water, you effectively have the range of a pea shooter. You effectively have the range of a pea shooter. Well, I want that. Because I'm probably going to lose another life fighting this guy. Die, 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 die. Good, you died. Anyway. Oh, something else here. If you pick up an energy tank... Come on, let's go. There it is. Get up here. If you ever pick up a ammo refill tank, and you're not using the if you don't have a weapon, sub weapon selected, like the rolling shield, basically the game will automatically put the what am I trying to say? They will automatically put the energy into your weapon with the lowest energy at that point. Anyway, we're doing something here. Destroy this ship. Just follow my example. Destroy a ship. It is very vital to your success in the near future. And ride it down to its grave. Basically, this is how you get a secret. Or a power-up, if you will. And we also get to see not the first instance of two in this stage of another mid-boss. Where are you? There you are. Ow, your head hurts. Basically get on the back of his head and stand about 2 or 3 sections back of his head. And then you can basically just pummel shots into the back of his brain here like this. Always be ready to jump. And you can basically just ride him like this. Because he is this dumb. Oh god, where's land? Oh god, well, I screwed that up. Please don't make me fight the big guy again. Please tell me I get a bye. That doesn't look promising. This does not look promising. Oh, dang it. Well, I guess I'm gonna cut here and I'll meet you up there at that boss. Roughly about the time I defeat it. There we go. And I wasn't able to stop my timer the entire time it was going on, so this episode is going to be a little wonky, but you do all that for a life increase. And I forgot to mention, if you're high up like I was and you're falling down, you don't know where to land, aim for where these pillars are in the background, because that's where the safe spot is. Anyway, we now get to fight a second incarnation of that boss. Pretty much almost immediately, actually. Right here. This one is going to be actually a little bit tougher, because he actually has room to hide. There he is. Yeah, but he's got a little more room to hide. Can I hit your tail? I forget. Oh yeah, I can attack your tail. Wasn't aware. This whole time I've been playing this game in my life, I've actually been attacking primarily the head. Oh god, get me off of it. This ride is terrifying. Come here, you. Into the back of your head. Megaman is a merciful soul. Well, any part of you gonna drop something? Oh, it did. Score. And now it's just a straight shot to the end with Mr. Launch Octopus. There's nothing really hiding anywhere else in the stage. There's nothing up top to here. It's really just walk into his chambers. Let's see. Now, oh wait, was I not supposed to use the rolling shield? I wasn't supposed to use the rolling shield because this is his weakness. Oh, I am so screwed. I'm going to play the whole stage again, probably. Yes, I get it. But yeah, this is his weakness if you can hit him with it. Oh god, and his vortex. Just avoid his vortex as much as you can. Now, I'm out of energy, so I've just got to kind of play it safe. And I did not play it safe at all. 0 safe. Well, this is going to be interesting if I'm not... Okay, I'm not out of lives yet. Good. But I'm also out of energy for my weapon. I really wish he was weak to more stuff. Or that his weakness was actually available. Basically, if you actually fight him with a different weapon, he's actually a lot easier to fight. Get me out of here! And he's invincible when he's in these vortexes, by the way, so... Your best... Oh god. There's not really like a best bet for you. All you can do is hope and pray a little bit. Okay, well, I have to use a sub-tank. Because I don't want to die. No, use the sub-tank. Please. There we go, I have to hit Y. I don't know why I'm just standing here having a shootout with him. He eventually wins. I don't know if there's like any real strategy to fighting him. I'm just kind of doing this because it feels like the right way to do it. Come on. No, don't suck me in. Catch. Wow, I got him. I actually, well, I had to use a sub-tank, but I got him. I'm a little bit surprised. Let's see, now with Launch Octopus's weapon, no, we actually still cannot access anything. I'm actually doing this in a way where we might end up having to spend like episodes with like half an episode just on the boss and half the episode finding the stuff that the item the boss has can give you and all that jazz. Homing torpedo. That might be the case for tomorrow, or for tomorrow's episode actually. So everyone, I do want to thank you for watching this really mixed up, scrambled episode of Mega Man X. I guess join me next time when we go to a new boss and probably have to go scourging the land for stuff. Thanks for watching, and I will see you then.